Hello, it's Rob from Fountain Pen Journey. Updated video. This is the DIY Glittery fountain pen project that I was working on earlier today. So I've uploaded a video prior to this, which explains a little bit of how and what, and maybe a little bit of why I've done this. But this is the final result. This is the end result. And yes, it's, I suppose, still recognisable as a Jinhao 159, and we now have a very, very glittery fountain pen. And just unscrew, there we go. So yeah, there is the pen. Just pop the cap there, there we go. So yeah, that is the result of my efforts today. It's not going to be to everybody's taste. It's not going to be to everybody's liking. Some people are going to go, ugh. Some people are going to absolutely hate it. I don't care. I wanted to do this. As I explained earlier, I do quite like the look of the Jinhao glittery fountain pens. I do feel that they are perhaps not the fountain pens that are worth me parting with my money, because they are, I'd say, mid-range prices, and as much as I like some of the designs, the actual ergonomics of them, I mean, for example, Jinhao 159, you know, rounded everything else. Yeah, it's great. The fact that BENU, who make glittery fountain pens, BENU, B-E-N-U, they have produced faceted sort of fountain pens which look great when they're capped, but as soon as you uncap them, you've got a massive hideous step down from the barrel to the section, and it, no, not worthy of parting with my hard-earned cash on those. Another thing is, for the price, I'm expecting a pretty good writing experience, but the nibs they use are, from what I can gather, fairly average. They work, but they're very average for the price. So BENU pens, like the look of the materials, like the look of the pens when capped, but I'm not going to splash out my money on BENU pens just yet. So what I wanted to do was BENUfy, as one of the Instagrammers put it the other day. I'm trying to recall the name. It's Kay Anne Marie or something. Honestly, I don't know. You know when you get these internet names that are just mishmashes of things, or just you can't pronounce them. But anyway, credit to her for messing around and putting nail varnish on one of her fountain pens to BENUfy it, and I thought I'd do very much the same sort of thing. So I'm pleased with the results, and we'll just, I mean, obviously we start off at the end of the cap. Yep, so glittery polish all the way around. We've got the Jinhao clip, the logo, and the cap band down here. So I mean, I have done the entire, if you like, black bit of the pen. I left the black plastic underneath the cap band unadulterated, firstly because I think it actually looks a little bit better than having the whole pen glittery, and certainly just leaving the gold parts exposed. And of course it also means that the cap band and the black end there also matches the brass golden coloured threads and the black section of the actual section. So yeah, I think it was a necessary design choice, if you like. So quite pleased with that. Blue glittery barrel with a gold stroke yellow, this is not focusing particularly well, there we go, yellow stroke gold coloured thing, and of course the finial, which I have done all over. So I am very, very happy with this. I think for a first attempt, not knowing how anything is going to play out, you know, I thought, well, you know, not expended a lot of money on Jinhao 159, so let's see how it goes. this glittery nail varnish that I've used. It looks very, what I'd say, very blue in the light here in the camera, but in actual fact it's a sort of 50-50 blue and gold mix, so there is quite a lot of gold in there, which also matches the metal details of the pen. How I did it was quite straightforward. Did the cap separately, did the barrel and the finial separately. Basically all I did was just take this pen and get my bottle of nail varnish, which I shall just get out. There we go, there it is. I used half, as you can see just in there, half a bottle to do this entire pen, in 2 coats that is, so half the bottle, whole pen. I would state that I think for my next project I probably won't do the entire body of the pen, but anyway, just to go over what I did, simply as you would do nails, basically get a bit on your brush out of the bottle, stir the bottle up, obviously shake it, and basically paint it on in long streams, even movement all the way round, you know, avoiding any bits you don't want to get it on, such as, you know, down near these threads, things like that, and up here. So just painted it on evenly, set it aside to dry. Quite a lot of nail varnish went on this, so obviously I left it for quite a long while. I mean, it was at least 15-20 minutes to dry. I also painted the finial as well with nail varnish. Left it to dry, got on with the cap. Now, the cap obviously was a little bit tricky because you've got to get underneath the clip, which, to be honest, I have managed to do. Certainly it's not really noticeable if I haven't quite got an even coverage of glitter or nail varnish under there. Did the finial, set it aside to dry. Easy enough. So yeah, I mean, all in all, you've got a lot of drying time involved when you're laying on this much nail varnish. And as recommended in the manufacturer's instructions that came with this selection pack of lovely 24 colours of love glitter nail polish set, yeah. I don't even know if this has got a brand. I bought this on Amazon for £15 the other day. Let's have a look. beautyforbritain.co.uk if you're actually interested in finding this exact product. And yeah, oops, sorry, bang the tripod there. So yeah, we've got a huge selection of 24 different colours, and also types of glitter. I mean, there's a whole range in there. I mean, just try and pick one out. I mean, we've got sort of holographic glittery things. There are some, I'm trying to find some weird stuff here. Let's see, where's that gone? Here we go, look. Sort of threads, holographic threads. So I've no idea how they're going to go on. I should imagine they're going to be quite tricky because they do look quite long and fibrous, but you know, different types of glitter. So I've got a lot to experiment with there. So once I had put on the first coat, let the pen dry, or all the various parts that I'd painted with nail varnish dry, I went back, went over everything all over again, every area of the pen with a second coat. Same as before, all areas of the pen that I wanted to cover, set aside to dry. Once again, left it for another 20 minutes thereabouts. And then I returned to the pen with this stuff. Sally Hansen Insta-Dry Top Coat. Now, according to my wife, this stuff is really good. I bought this on Amazon, and she said, well, actually, I could do with a bottle of something like that. She tried it on her nails, I must add, not her pens. She tried it on her nails, and she said this stuff is very good. So Sally Hansen Insta-Dry Top Coat. Really, really good, quick drying product. You get a fair bit in there. I mean, I've done one coat on this pen, and yeah, no, this is going to do, I'd say, at least 10 to 15, perhaps even 20 pens if I was doing a full coat, as I have done on this pen. So decent value for money as well. On your nails, you're not applying a great big thick layer. On this pen, yeah, there was a little bit more than I suspect that any woman or man would apply to their nails. This stuff's supposed to be dry in 60 seconds. I wouldn't say it was dry in 60 seconds, so I left it for another, I think overall probably sat there for an hour drying the whole pen. Obviously, when I was drying it, I also secured the nib in something so that the the nib wasn't damaged, but also that the pen was held upright and wasn't touching anything while it dried. And it all dried evenly. I mean, we haven't got any drips or any dribbles, so I haven't applied it so thickly that there's been any problems like that caused. So I now have a very glittery fountain pen. I have yet to see how this actually holds up. I mean, nail varnish is not the toughest material on the planet. Try and get this back in focus. There we go. It's not the toughest material. It will chip, it will scratch. Certainly I won't be posting this pen because that's just going to strip off the nail varnish and the top coat. So yeah, won't be doing that with this pen. I wouldn't do it anyway. I can't stand posting the Jinhao 159 anyway. Ugh. It's just wrong. So yeah, I mean, day-to-day use, if you mishandle this and chuck it in a bag with a load of keys, yeah, you're going to chip it, it's going to come off. I suppose at the end of the day, worst that happens is you don't like it and you just use nail varnish remover, nail polish remover and acetate, strip it all off. I shouldn't imagine there's too many parts of the pen which are going to really be harmed drastically by it. I don't think that the paint they use on the Jinhao 159 is likely to strip off, but these plasticky bits, yeah, that might be affected. Might start fogging if you use acetate nail polish remover near it. So yeah, be aware if you are going to strip things off. So I'm pleased with the results. I like it. It is what I wanted to achieve. It's not quite a BENU pen. I think BENU, their materials, yes, the acrylics, they're a lot more random because they're a mixture that they pour very carefully with the right swirls, and you cut it in a different way, and of course you're going to get different swirls, and every pen's going to be unique. These will be too, but this is probably a lot more, I suppose, consistent in colour of material than the BENU pens. I think if I go, absolutely crazy and think, well, let's see what have we got in here. Let's pick some at random. What about this? Green glitter, red glitter. Is that crying out to be put on a pen in combination? Swirls of what? I don't know. Let's see. See what the mood takes me. Let my artistic talents run wild. Or so I sort of imagine. Anyway, so that is what happened when I introduced a Jinhao 159 to nail varnish. Lovely, lovely effect. If you didn't like it, you would have stopped watching this video ages ago. So anyway, thanks very much for watching. I will do more pens. It's a stinky process, by the way. So you don't really want to be doing this in an enclosed environment. You should have good ventilation, especially when you've got this much nail varnish kicking about, because there are fumes, and well, not fumes, vapours, which are quite unpleasant. Safety precautions apply, follow your guidelines, all that. So yes, definitely, if you're interested in doing this for yourself, give it a whirl, see how your results play out. It's good fun, and I'm really pleased that I've got a very nice blue and gold glittery pen. So once again, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.